All right, let's head east. We'll try the parole board again.
Okay, we are now at your facility, the State Police Barracks. It's 9:15 a.m. on Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026. For the record, sir, would you introduce yourself and then we'll ask Mr. Young to do so as well.
Good morning, everyone. Captain Traffic Washington, State Police Barracks.
All right, thank you, sir. And Mr. Young, would you introduce yourself? Tell us your name and DOC number.
Kevin Young, 507072.
Yes, sir. And Mr. Young, we have here with us in Baton Rouge at DOC headquarters, you have your lawyer here. Would you introduce yourself for the record, please?
Sure. Adrienne Hutchison, attorney for Louisiana Parole Project, here representing Mr. Kevin.
All right, thank you. We have others in support. Speaking on your behalf will be the Parole Project, Mr. Kerry Myers. In support, we have Kyria Jackson, your daughter, your stepdaughter, Brittany Jackson. And also we have a Parole Project student, law student, Dacia Williams, who's here observing this morning. So, Mr. Young, let me read some identifying information into the record, sir, and then I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Tillis. Your case has been assigned to him. He'll take the lead. So, Mr. Young, you're classified as a first felony offender. You're currently serving a 35-year sentence. You were sentenced in East Baton Rouge Parish in February 2006 for manslaughter. You have a parole eligibility date, which was June 14th, 2025, and you have a good time release date, March 16, 2034. Is all that accurate?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, sir. Mr. Tillis.
Good morning, Mr. Young. How are you?
All right.
Can you tell us what got you where you are and why you feel that we should vote in your favor today, please?
On June 14th, 2005, me and Mr. Carl Jones got into an argument in which I got angry and I left. I went out and got drunk and high off powder cocaine and came back later on that night. And we ended up getting into a fist fight in which I stabbed him twice. My children's mother came in the room because she heard the commotion and broke us up. And I asked her, and she asked me what had happened. And I told her to ask him, and I left. After I sobered up, I came back later on that day, the next day, and I called and talked to Mr. Jones' youngest son, James, and I asked him how was his daddy doing. And he had told me his daddy had died on the way to the hospital. And I immediately told him that I was sorry. After I got off the phone with James, I turned myself in and I gave a statement admitting my wrongdoings. At that time in my life, I was going through financial problems, and me and Miss Jackson, we had to move in with her mother, and Mr. Jones, in which I showed no appreciation, no thanks, or consideration for what I had done, because they was helping me out. And also, in that time of my life, I was dealing with my mom being in jail and helping my grandmother take care of my nephew because my sister, she was hooked on crack cocaine. And then I had my kids to take care of, but I wasn't stable mentally or physically. At the time of the crime, I had no education, no work ethics. I used to always quit or either get fired off jobs on the regular. I had no directions in life. I was living day by day. Even though I was 27 years old, I was still an immature person. Since I've been incarcerated, I got my GED and developed a strong work ethic. I done had 2 long-standing jobs. One at the garment factory for 10.5 years, where I learned how to sew, and I moved up in performance, becoming a line pusher and landscaping here at State Trooper headquarters and here on site at the barracks. Excuse me. I also took several self-help classes like drug education and therapy, 12-step, and Alcoholics Anonymous, where I learned that alcohol and drugs affects a person's thinking and causes a person to have poor judgment and poor self-control. I'm committed to my sobriety, and understanding requires me to continue programs like AA in order to continue to be successful, because I know I'll always be an addict. In thinking for a change, I learned to pay attention to my thinking, and I learned to consider and understand different views and opinions of others without conflict. And I learned to recognize the risk of my actions. If I am granted parole with the help of the Parole project, I plan on doing a long-term stay with them in which they're going to help me find a job. And I'm going to continue to take AA classes and any other class to help me to continue to be successful. Because I know that stability is one of the main keys to not relapsing. I know what I've done is inexcusable, and I always expressed how sorry I was by taking the life of Mr. Jones. I know I hurt my children's mother, Miss Jackson, as well as her family. I know I hurt my kids. I never want to do anything like that again, to take anyone through anything like that ever again. I want to apologize to the Jones family and the Beecham family for the pain and the hurt that I caused them, because he didn't deserve it. He didn't deserve what I did. Thank you.
Thank you. Captain, is there anything you can tell us about him?
Absolutely, sir. As y'all have had the pleasure of coming out here to see our small little campus, we have a level of closeness here, dare call it intimacy, that other places aren't privy to. Every week we get to see the fruits of this place and the joys that families have when someone has done enough to make it here. Since I've come to the State Police Barracks, Kevin preceded me here. And every day you can count on a number of things in this place. And one of them is, before the sun comes up, he's working out. When it's time for him to go to work, he's standing there waiting on the supervisor to pick him up. He's going to work all day. And when he's done, he's going to go do something else to occupy his time, whether it's helping someone in the hobby shop, mentoring someone, or just being there as a friend. I see his work ethic every day. I also see the human being that he is. If I was a business owner and I had a landscaping job, I'd hire him before I'd hire anybody else. He's one of two individuals that I know that can operate two weed eaters at the same time. I can barely hold one, and he can operate two of them proficiently. His family, I'm not to take away from the victim's family, but his family cares deeply about him. And you can see it when they come to visit him. I would not dare say that I can speak for anybody other than myself when I say that, barring my position as the warden of this institution, if he and I were neighbors, I can guarantee you he'd be one of my closest friends. Thank you.
Thank you. How long has he been there?
9 years.
9 years?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, Captain.
Yes, sir.
We have some other people who is going to speak on his behalf. His daughter, Miss Jackson.
The daughters aren't speaking, they're just here in support. It'll just be Carrie speaking. And myself.
Yeah, just Karen Myers.
Okay, all right. Mr. Myers?
Yes, good morning. Kerry Myers here for the Louisiana Parole Project on behalf of Kevin Young. About 9 months ago, I sat down with Kevin for the very first time. And exactly what you saw a minute ago is what I saw with Kevin. I saw maturity. He admitted that he was still an immature person at age 27. I saw genuine regret and remorse for his actions. And as we started talking, which was not the only time Kevin and I have met, by the way, we started talking about the things that he's done during his incarceration. And I think this is what happens when the Department of Corrections and someone who is looking to change their life meet and intersect. Kevin has taken advantage of the things that the department has available. The department in turn has, I think, in many ways may have saved Kevin's life. He has become sober. He has become committed to that sobriety. He's earned his GED. He's learned job skills. He's still at an age where he is very employable. We are committed to providing Kevin with support, long-term support, job assistance, counseling through our social workers to help him maintain that sobriety. He will become part of our support group meetings and follow the recommendations of our social workers. We believe Kevin would be he does have family support, but we will house Kevin for as long as he needs. He is, like I said, he is employable, and we believe that Kevin's trajectory is only going up. And so we ask this board to consider those factors and grant his parole today.
Thank you so much, Mr. Myers. Ms. Hutch, how are you today?
Happy New Year. I haven't seen y'all since then. So thank you, Board. I won't go into much detail. Kevin has done a tremendous job of explaining who he is today. I think the brief provided you with a clear picture of his life and his upbringing and who he was then. I think that he's articulated well his ability to want to continue with AA meetings. He likes the structure, he likes the accountability. As you know, our clients go to AA meetings, and now we host support AA classes in our at our facilities. So he has the opportunity to do it kind of double time if he wants. I think his prison record in itself shows that he's outgrown the impulsivity and the reckless thinking that led to the crime. I think his work ethic shows that now he'll maintain employment and be able to provide for his family. Before you today, even though they didn't speak and they're a little nervous, are his children who are also victims of the crime. That was their grandfather, one of whom was present at the time. They've forgiven him, they continue to meet with him and spend time with him. And they're ready to welcome him home to be a dad and a papa. And he wants to come home so that he can possibly lead his grandchildren away from the path that the people in his family had gone down. Just a couple of things. As you know, Kevin was sentenced to 35 years. He served 20 of those years. He's at about 70% to his good time date. And he's done extremely well. I do know that previously we had hoped that he would be able to do the victim awareness or victim impact at the barracks. Because it hasn't started yet, I do have our victim impact that y'all want to see what we would be able to provide him with at Parole Project, which is the victim impact listen and learn from the Department of Justice. So if the board would like him to complete it with us, we could provide y'all with a certificate of completion within like the first 30 days. And so if the board has any questions or concerns, I'm here. But thank you.
Thank you so much. Mr. Young, you elaborated pretty good on some things that I wanted to ask you about. I see you got a G. At this time, some of my colleagues may want to ask a few questions.
No questions here.
I have no questions. We're ready to vote.
I'm prepared.
Mr. Tillis.
My vote will be to grant to Louisiana Parole Project.
Mr. Prater.
I concur.
Well, Mr. Young, I was very impressed with you've done a lot of self-reflection, obviously, and you were very well prepared today. I want to thank you for that. I was impressed by the remarks that the captain made about you, and I'm impressed with your record, so my vote is the same. I would require as a special condition that you do complete the victim impact once you get to the parole project. I think that'll be beneficial to you. So today, sir, your parole's been granted and we wish you well.
Thank you. Thank you. Feeling cold here.
2 for 2 out of the parole board. I'm tempted to do a third just to see if we can go 3 for 3. I might, even if it cuts into hour 4 just a little bit, because I don't think we've ever had three approvals, so that would be something. Hey, thanks for watching this clip from TCF Live. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. And you can join us weekdays live, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific, right here on this channel.